I think luckily this time, as Pakistan is, we know that among the top 10 countries on the climate index, and which is vulnerable to this climate induced disasters. So luckily this time, Pakistan authorities along with other development communities, they are very much prepared for this upcoming cyclone. And in this regard, from the very onset news of this, as the government of Pakistan, they has established at the very district level, basic levels, they have established those relief camps. Until now, that around 63 evacuation sites have been identified, and more than 80,000 people, they have been evacuated to these spaces. And on top of that, they have also, the government has said they have enough stocks for in case of any emergency related to the wash and the basic facilities that needed to be provided. And alongside, we development partners are also on standby. And because we haven't received any formal request from the government, but we have all done our preparation and we are closely monitoring the situations.
And when you say you've done your preparations, what things do you have ready in case you are called upon?
Okay, as an Oxfam, because we normally provide support around, our basic wash facilities. So in case any such need arises, then we will be definitely supporting the government's initiative around providing them the clean water, which is very much important. Then the sanitation facilities in the form of emergency latrines, and definitely we do keep in consideration the needs of the women and providing them those dignity kits, which is really very important for them. So Oxfam will be supporting around that.
Give us a sense of, at the moment, we're seeing images of very high winds. The sea is very whipped up. What is happening at the moment? How is Cyclone Bupa Joy making itself felt at the moment?
I think this was very much as it was anticipated that it will bring a lot of rains in these, especially along the coastline, and it was followed by heavy, intense rains and the winds. So because of this, near the coastal lines, where those structures were vulnerable, we have already getting the images where those even those houses which are made of the clay, so they are getting damages, and the fishing because these are the fishing communities who are living along these exposed districts. So their boats, they are likely to be very much damaged. So those, especially the vulnerable structures, are already getting impacted by that. And at some point, that's very interesting. I would say interesting, but because of the climate change, in even the last week, um, we had a few deaths because of these strong winds in other parts of the countries as well. So likelihood of that, if it is going to happen, we are there could be more damages to those structures, and definitely could be to human lives.
Yeah, and this particular area has seen some terrible storms in the past, hasn't it?
Yes, and especially, we can also expect some visuals which we of urban flooding as well, because one of the largest city of Pakistan, which is along the Karachi's along the coastal line. So because of this rains, we can expect that these winds and these whole rain can induce the urban flooding in that area.
Yeah.
So we are hoping that it should not happen, but we are also very much prepared, uh, along with the government, to face such.
And obviously too, it'll make landfall at some time today, but it will continue in many ways with heavy rain after it hits and peters out.
Yes, it was expected to be at midday tonight, along with the landfall location that was anticipated was KT Bandar and Indian Gujarat. But as the news is coming that it is now diverted, the speed has also reduced, and now it is going more towards the Indian Gujarat. But still, that preparation is there, and they are very much prepared for both these. If there is going to be rain or water and winds. So preparations are underway.
Yeah. Well, we'll watch with interest and hope it is not as severe as anticipated. Jamila, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you so much.